Hello, I'm a lion. I haven't done a um, YouTube live, so here I am. I'm trying to clean my philodendron. It's very pretty, huge leaves, and I'm using the leaf shine. I'll show it to you in a second. I'm using the leaf shine from Miracle Grow. It's beautiful and it cleans very well the leaves. It makes it really shiny and easy job to do. This plant is humongous. It's beautiful. I really like it. And many people probably are working right now and are not online. But I still wanted to give it a try to the live video. I've never done it. And I wish you're here to actually see the beauty of this plant. It's amazing. Um, what can I tell you about this plant? It is easy to take care of. All my large philodendrons are easy plants. They keep their leaves for lots of years. I have a large philodendron that has it's already 3 years old and still has the leaves that I bought it with. Very pretty. They're steady, amazing plants. I just love it. It's gonna take a while to clean it, but it's very pretty. Look at the flowers it has, and it's very big. And this is the difference between the clean leaf and not so clean leaf. It is very amazing. So tell me, what exactly made you love plants? What do you like about plants? Do you love plants because they're pretty? Because there was a COVID lockdown? What exactly made you think about plants? Is that like, I know that many people right now are in search for themselves, and plants are a good way to learn resilience, to learn care, to have a routine that brings joy when you care for them. So why did you start liking plants or collecting plants? What type of plants do you actually love? Do you like large plants, small plants, cactuses, succulents, Hoyas? I know many of my YouTube friends here are having lots of Hoyas, and I'm so fascinating to look at them. And I know that Home Depot right now had rare Hoyas for like $5. I saw it in one of the shorts, and it's interesting to know if you guys got to see them or to buy them. Are they really rare? I don't know too much about Hoyas. And my opinion, those are hard to take care plants because I killed every single one I had. But I remember growing up and my mom having Hoyas. I remember the beautiful flowers she gave. Um, and I remember that the plant had the nectar, very sweet nectar. I remember actually trying it as a child. I hope it's not poisonous because I did try it. But I guess not very poisonous since I'm still here. So my love for plants started with a Pinterest picture. I was browsing Pinterest for dinner ideas, and I saw these beautiful, gorgeous pictures of plants, and the caption was saying, "Are you ready to take care of yourself?" And it was an article about how plants can make us feel good, how they can actually help us develop qualities that we wouldn't if we didn't have plants. And I thought it would be an easy fix, like I'm getting a plant and I'll be just watering it and that's it. But in the end, I ended up with a lot of plants and I didn't know how to take care of them. And I was stressed because some of them were dying. And then I discovered the rare plants, and that got that was an addiction that got off. It wasn't under control. It was like really, I was dreaming about plants. I really wanted. Good thing I had my husband, because my husband, it's more mature, I guess, than me, and more better thinking. He's like, these plants soon will cost not as much money. And I was like, no, impossible. And for real, right now, I can see these. Like, you can find the plants that were costing $500 at the time for like $60 or $100. And everything changed after the lockdown. The plant industry really changed. If before people were ready to pay a lot of money for the plants, now it's different. People already go to work. They are not in the house as much. And taking care of plants, it's a chore. You cannot just um, take the plant for granted. You really have to take care. And I know that on my own experience, once I start to work outside the house, it really was challenging. Even you would think like, how long does it take to water a plant, right? But I do have a lot of plants. So watering my plants takes a while. And sometimes you would come tired and your children need attention because you're now not in the house. You have to prioritize. And obviously, I prioritize my kids over the plants. And it was challenging. So my guess that the plants right now, when they started to actually have the plants to grow them to sell, people were still in lockdown and everyone didn't know what's going to happen. And many people probably thought that would be a good business. And now they have so many plants that they have to do something with them. And what they can do with them is just lower the prices so people can actually buy them. And I also believe that many people um, started to do tissue culturing, and tissue culturing is something that also produces a lot of plants for cheaper, and many plants right now are cultured, and you can tell that by the way how many leaves does it have at the stem. Like, a regular growing plant will have leaves. It can have a lot of leaves, but they are just regularly, like, they are supposed to be there. And the ones that are from cultures, they develop so many leaves around the one part of the plant that it's abnormal. Still, they're pretty, and because they have so many right now, the prices have to go down. And many rare plants, like before, people were looking, I was looking for Spiritus Sancti, and it was a buzz online that that's a plant that you cannot find. It's rare, it's almost nowhere. Right now, you can find it almost everywhere. It's still pricey, but you can find it now. Before, when I heard about Spiritus Sancti, I couldn't find it. It was only to import, and it was very expensive. So, like, there was not much of the choice to actually have it. At the moment, yes, right now I'm living the dream where I can go to Home Depot and get a good rare plant for a good price as well. And that's amazing. I think that plants shouldn't be this expensive. I believe that people did see an opportunity to sell plants for expensive, when in reality, if you just think about it, these plants are living things and they can die. And I wanted to buy a Spiritus Sancti from Las Vegas when I went with my husband. And I do remember that it was like $700. And oh my God, I was thinking that if my husband gets it, um, uh, for me, it's going to be the best of the best. He didn't. He was like, I'm not paying $600 for a plant. And that was very good decision. Right now, I think I developed another hobby as well, and I went to work, and there are many changes in my life that actually makes me see how ridiculous. I'm not saying that if you bought that plant for so much, you're ridiculous. I'm just saying that for me, it would be ridiculous because plants die. They do die. And when you have a plant that is cheaper and it died, maybe you don't feel it so much. But when you have an expensive, very expensive plant that died, it's actually staying with you, and um, you feel like, it's not worth it. Or imagine me buying that Spiritus Sancti and it accidentally died. My husband would probably have a heart attack. That we paid $700 for a plant that died later. It's a good reminder that we can wait sometimes for things. Like if I didn't wait, I couldn't get any of my rare plants that I have right now that I got this week from Home Depot, and I got them for such a fraction of the price. Like I remember looking on Etsy, on other websites, and it was so expensive to get a small plant, just a small plant. And I'll tell you, in my experiences, each time I say this, I will never get a baby plant, because what happens? They might die. They might not like your environment or many other things, and they will just die on you. And then you end up paying a lot of money and you have nothing left. So my motto is to buy actually grown plants, because it's a lot more easier to take care of, and they are more resistant to challenges. But this plant looks already so pretty. Just look at this. Look. So this is the part that's cleaned, and this is the part that's not, and it looks so much different, so vibrant, and it's so pretty. I am in love with it. Yes, so I think that plants help us when we are patient for the plant to actually come to the market to a more affordable price. This makes us to develop patience when caring for the plants. It also makes us develop patience, curiosity, ability to learn something new. And when you care for the plant, you might think that you're taking care of the plant and you're investing your time, but in reality, you're taking care not only of the plant, but also of yourself. And you're investing time not in the plant. Like I know my husband used to say that you put so much time in these plants, you should have put it in something else. You can do something better when you with your time. But studies are showing to us that putting time into cleaning plants and taking care of plants and having just plants in your house reduces stress, helps you with anxiety, makes you more creative. Overall, it has more benefits than no benefits. I don't even know if the plant can have no benefits. We live in a place where right now everything is polluted. Everything we bring to the house pollutes the air, pollutes the environment, and plants are basically working to take those pollution out of your house. Then they give you oxygen. They really do a good job. And there's millions of studies. And right now I just really love how studies are concentrated on how it helps on mental health, how it helps with anxiety, how it helps you in different ways, and how it helps you with growth. And this is for real, something that we should think of. When you give to the plant gives back to you.